You know, I often brag about how many talented Christians I run into in the city of Atlanta. From church planters to artists like we've seen tonight, to blue-collar brothers and sisters, to professionals. It reminds me of Ephesians 4, when Paul told the church of Ephesus how God gives us all gifts to equip us for works of service, and how we benefit and grow and mature from one another, from coming together and combining our gifts. It's interesting because this is a very gifted group, and urban Christians have a very unique perspective. As we heard earlier today, it's a little bit too activist-oriented to be considered conservative, and so strongly tied to classic values that it can't really be considered liberal. So with all the talent that we have been given, with all the gifts that we know that we have, why isn't our perspective being heard in the public square today? We have to ask ourselves that question. How have we failed to assert that voice? I think I have an idea of what happened. I think in our season of complacency, we allowed the far right to co-opt Christian conviction and turn it into something that tears people down rather than lifts them up. In our season of timidity, we have allowed the far left to co-opt social justice, turning it into something that our grandparents who marched with civil rights wouldn't even recognize. They have removed the Christian ethic. It has become a movement that promises liberation from external bondage, only to deliver us and release us into personal and internal bondage. But if I'm going to be honest, I got to let you know that I know something about that timidity and that complacency. You see, I have cowered at times in the face of popular culture, in the face of peer pressure. I have gone out of my way to convince my political associates that I'm not all that Christian after all. You can trust me. I'm sensible. I have refused to give God my career when he's asked me to give him my life. And something tells me that some of you in here can relate to that. You know a little bit about what I'm talking about, and that's all right. Because it's over now. That day is gone.